Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out a Chinese torture chamber story 1 and 2 released on Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Well, this is pretty exciting for me because if there are two Category 3 movies that I've always wanted to lay my eyes on, it is a Chinese Torture Chamber 1 and 2, directed by Bosco Lam, produced by Wong Jing, starring the beautiful Yvonne Hung and Lauren Sung, who seems to pop up in many Category 3 movies. The guy clearly has got problems there. But yes, I never expected these ever to be put out in Blu-ray. Definitely not here in the UK, and of course this is a US label, so I've had to import it there, but I'm not too sure even if it's something that 88 may go down. Saying that, we are getting Sex and Sense soon. We've had Erotic Ghost Story. We're going to get the trilogy again from 88 Films. So these, I am very, very happy that Vinegar Syndrome have put out there and given us, because this is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Absolutely stunning. And on the back here, this wonderful shot of Yvonne Hung there, as you can see. But I've heard some great stuff about this. If you're sick and depraved as I am, you're going to love it. This is not one you want to watch for the kids, just put it like that. But yes, I have been dying for so long to see this. Now I have already pulled the plastic off. I can promise you I haven't looked at anything or watched anything, but I'm just sick of fighting these wraps. They really do my tits in. Okay, so here's the slip inside. And on the other side there, typical Vinegar Syndrome layout there with all the text and the extra features. So this is of course part 1 and 2, which is just brilliant, even better. I'll go straight into the special features here without reading everything else there. We have newly scanned and restored in 2K from their 35mm original negatives, which is wonderful. Commentary track with film historian Sam Deegan on part 1. Commentary track with Frank Jiang on part 2, alternate 92-minute Mandarin language edit of a Chinese torture chamber story with newly translated English subtitles, brand new interview with Wong Jing, producer of a Chinese torture chamber 1 and 2, the Category 3 films of Wong Jing, a video essay by Justin Decleux of the Important Cinema Club, Titillating Torture, a video essay by film historian Erica Schultz, original Cantonese and English trailers for a Chinese torture chamber story, original Cantonese trailer for a Chinese torture chamber story 2, English opening title sequence for a Chinese torture chamber story, booklet with an essay by film historian and author Grady Hendrix, reversible sleeve artwork, and newly translated English subtitles. Wow, I mean, quite a packed lot there, which is fantastic. Plenty of special features to enjoy. Audio commentaries on both, and I am seeing here on the back that it is region A, B and C, which probably tells us that yes, 88 Films or anyone else here in the UK is not going to be releasing this. But anyway, let's get stuck in here. Oh, I am so excited. Okay, we have the booklet, of course. First of all, I'm just going to quickly slide that out because we have got 2 discs, and the book of course was covering one of those there, as you can see. Both the same artwork though, which is interesting. Let me quickly slide out that cover, and it is, as you can see, just on the slip case there, the front of the slip, and on the other side here, the back of the slip. So I'm just going to keep in that that original front just for shits and giggles. Very nice. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Okay, so the front of the book, as you can see, and on the back, a very cheerful looking young lady there. Can't remember this actress's name, but I have seen her in a few different things there. She does look quite familiar. Okay, let me get stuck into this with you though. Hopefully it doesn't give away too much. A taste of sugar, a taste of shit. Wow, okay. That really lays lays the groundwork for what to expect with these two movies. My goodness me. How amazing. Wow, okay, so yes, it is absolutely, definitely a genre, is that Mark Chang? A genre that isn't for everyone, but I do think that this is going to be very tongue-in-cheek at the same time, rather than a brutally torturous film as it's letting on to be, because Wong Jing is behind it, and Wong Jing can't help but make fun of things whenever he gets the chance. A bit like myself. Anyway, lovely book, wonderful discs. I am going to go now, for the first time, check out A Chinese Torture Chamber Story, parts 1 and 2, and come right back to let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray release of A Chinese Torture Chamber Story, parts 1 and 2. A first time watch for me, and my god, what an experience. Like, absolutely fucking mental movies. The first one more so in terms of its craziness. I think part 2 definitely was something different altogether, but this first one here, just wow. I mean, mental, absolutely mental. This would not be the perfect introductory movie for anyone wanting to get into Hong Kong cinema. That said, a stunning print. I have to say the restorations on both movies were just glorious. For a first time watch, wow, this felt like the movies were made yesterday. They were absolutely gorgeous. The first one, I would say, I mean, there wasn't much in terms of action. The only action scene there was with Elvis Choi. A bit of wushu through the trees. Now, he's fighting with his woman, his lover, and what ends up in a scene that I can only describe as crouching pussy, hidden erection. It was so just fucking unreal what went on there. But there was a lot of that kind of thing. There was a lot of wild sex scenes. There was sex with a ghost, or not a ghost, an invisible man, that just got out of hand to the point where Tommy Wong's mouth was full of cum. It was mental. Honestly, mental. If you don't have a strong stomach, you will not want to watch these movies. That said, they are very highly entertaining. With the first one here, the original print, or the first movie that you go into, is the Cantonese version. It runs for about 93 minutes, and it has a couple of bits in there that are clearly reconstructed and replaced in there to extend that. These have some burnt in English subtitles with them. It's not distracting in any way, of course, but it's great because you get that complete film there. The only extra feature with this, apart from the audio commentary, is the Mandarin version of that. Now that runs for about a minute less. Same good quality there, but I tried watching it for maybe about 20 minutes, and again, I was so used to it being in Cantonese, I just knocked it off. But still, it's up to you. If you prefer Mandarin over Cantonese, I prefer the Cantonese. And it is a Cantonese movie overall. On top of that, then you have the audio commentary from Sam Deegan. Very good, very informative piece. Wouldn't say it was a laugh listening to it, but it's definitely worth a listen as she covers some pretty interesting subjects from the Cat 3 movies. And those involved in the movie itself there. So it is absolutely well worth checking out. And then there's part 2. So part 2 is a different story altogether, and I'm just going to quickly flick this into the extras scene because that main menu is driving me mad, flicking on and off there. Okay, now under the Golden Harvest banner, we see a film that looks a lot more higher in production value. It's well shot, it's well written, there's a slower pace, but it tells a story this time. It's not just in it for the shock factor. With part 1, we had a lot of eye-opening, eye-watering moments of torture and a brutality just for the sake of it, it seemed. With this one, that's still there, but done in a, dare I say it, more tasteful manner. This is directed, shot 4 years later, after the first in 1998, but directed by Dick Cho, who also brought us the really cool, and I really enjoy this movie, A Rascal's Tale with Xing Fuan. Definitely worth checking out there. Gangs 92, The Gods Must Be Funny in China, and just before this, the same year, also gave us Chinese Erotic Ghost Story, which I haven't seen, I don't think. But yes, definitely a different movie altogether. Stars the wonderful Mark Chang, Shaw Brothers star Yang Sung, and director Soi Chung even pops up in there. Of course, the guy behind the incredible Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In. So it is quite a different take. I was expecting more of the same from the first one, but I'm really glad that they are kind of two different movies there. Again, stunning print. Absolutely glorious. The film, I'm just thinking about the film there, sorry, and all I can imagine describing it is like the Shaw Brothers film Blood Brothers meets 50 Shades of Grey. That's kind of how it came across to me. But yes, a stunning restoration, looks beautiful. Then you have got Frank Jing audio commentary, which is again definitely well worth checking out there. Very, very informative and great to listen to as you get through this movie a second time, as I did. Then you've got the brand new interview with Wong Jing. Now, this ran for just over 5 minutes. Another one that is short and sweet, much like the interview that was on the Vinegar Syndrome release of My Father is a Hero. This seems to be one big interview with Wong Jing that's snipped into little bits and placed on the movies that it relates to. So I'm looking forward to what else is coming out from Vinegar Syndrome of Wong Jing titles. Then you have the Cat 3 films of Wong Jing, a video essay by Justin Decloux, which was fantastic. This ran for probably about 17.5 minutes in length. He delivers a great piece here talking about Wong Jing, the films of the Cat 3 genre in general, as much as Wong Jing's movies. But yes, he goes through quite a bit there, and it is absolutely well worth checking out and listening to if you're a fan of the genre, of course. And then you have Titillating Torture, a video essay by Erica Schultz that runs for around a similar time, 17.5 to 18 minutes in length. And she basically goes through the films and their torture devices and kind of gives us a little history lesson on where they came from. Like as in, it's not just made up here for the movies. A lot of this shit was real. Okay, then we have original trailers. We have Part 1, the English trailer, which was actually pretty cool. I didn't even know this had ever had a release in the West. Of course, there is an English dub with the first one there. The second film, I have to say, although we got a Mandarin version with the first disc, you only get a Mandarin optional dub with the second film here. But the trailer for the English release was pretty good in HD quality. Then you have the trailer for Part 1 in Cantonese, which was a bit of a darker edit all over, again delivered in HD. And then the trailer for Part 2 in Cantonese, and again just a very good HD trailer. If I saw both of these trailers, I would definitely want to see the movies without a doubt there. And then you have the English title sequence for a Chinese torture chamber story. Part 1 runs for just over a minute in length. Nothing overly special. It is presented in HD. It's just okay, but it kind of reminded me like the start of a 1980s independent horror movie. But I mean, overall for me, an amazing release, absolutely. The restorations are gorgeous, the extras are great, the audio commentaries are great fun. This, for me, I am so happy that Vinegar Syndrome put out. Again, it's taken me decades to get to see these movies, but now I finally got there and I loved every moment of it. So yes, a double thumbs up for me. Super glad that it's in my collection. Out now from Vinegar Syndrome. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.